The international wildlife trade is worth around about $160 billion per year, and that excludes fisheries and timber. But the illegal wildlife trade we think is worth about $8 to $10 billion a year. And it's not just elephants, rhinos and tigers that are affected by this. There are lots of species all around the world in every region that are affected by it. And actually, although China gets the blame a lot, the European Union and the United States are both big consumers of wildlife products. So what we're interested in our BioSec project is an understanding of this growing theme in wildlife conservation, and that's an integration of security concerns with biodiversity. And what we see is a whole range of new actors are coming into conservation, from private military companies through to the UN peacekeeping forces. And what we want to understand is what kinds of conservation does this drive?
My research is looking at the illegal caviar trade in the EU. The high economic value of caviar has resulted in it being dubbed black pearls or Caspian diamonds, and this high economic value is driving organised criminal groups to become involved in the illegal caviar trade. These criminal groups have invariably been called sturgeon pirates or the caviar mafia. Because of this, the EU is starting to look at the illegal caviar trade as a security problem. My research wants to look at how the link between organised crime and security is driving the EU to respond to the illegal caviar trade.
My research project is looking at the use of digital surveillance technologies for biodiversity conservation. Increasingly, a number of technologies initially developed for the security and military sector are being adapted for biodiversity conservation. And these are things such as drones, thermal imaging, night vision technologies, but also sorted analysis and programs and databases. And they're used for environmental monitoring, but also now heavily in anti-poaching operations. My research is looking at the social and political impacts of those technologies.
I'm the BioSec project manager, and a really key part of my role and some really important thing for the project is showing that our research will have impact and resonance beyond traditional academic audiences. We really hope that our research into the illegal wildlife trade and security will influence policymakers such as NGOs, government agencies and international organisations. We strongly feel that there's a need for policymakers to be designing more effective and socially just responses to the illegal wildlife trade, and we'd hope that our research will contribute positively to this practical action.
So BioSec is a 4-year project, and what we aim to do is answer these kinds of research questions. What does it mean to integrate security and biodiversity conservation? What kinds of conservation does this produce? And over the 4 years we hope to look at a whole range of different products and different wildlife species and different forms of trade.